Hello and welcome to this E4 Clicks Project Estimator training video. Today we're going to look how to search through your RSMeans guides. Specifically, we're going to look and figure out how to use the search utility. Alright, so we'll swing over here to E4 Clicks. We're going to start in the Line Items tab of the Updating Estimate window. If we can't remember how to get to this place in the program, then we can look at some of our other training videos and find that out. If we right-click, we can open up our guide. We can either select from our list of guides, or we can choose our favorite. The 2012 RSMeans facilities, our favorite this time. When we open it up, we can see that we've got about 300,000 records. So as we've been learning through our videos here, there's a lot of different line items that we can choose from, and it's nice to have some search utilities to use. If we know the number, we can just type it, 9050520, for example, and that'll take us to the selected demolition of flooring. And we get to our, demolition of vinyl or rubber cove base. If, however, we're human and we don't have all of the numbers memorized, we have some search utilities. Anyone remember how to open up a search utility? If you said right-click, you're rolling. So if we right-click, we see our search utilities. We've previously looked at the index as well as the favorites, which has its own group. But inside the search utilities, we have another one here called search. All right? So if we click on the search utility, this opens up the searching facilities window there, and we'll be able to look for multiple exact words. We'll get there in a second. I'm going to close this down again. Because this is E4 Clicks, we want to get you there quickly. All right? Does anybody remember what the hotkey for the search utility was? So S. Why? Because search starts with S, right? F for favorites, I for index, S for search. Anyone noticing a pattern? So if we go back here to our items, and our focus is on our list of line items here, right? We can hold the Control key down on the keyboard and hit the S key, and boom, opens the search window. All right, let's kill it again. We also have toolbar icons, right? We've gone through index, we've gone through favorites. If we see the little magnifying glass up here and rest over it, we get a tooltip that tells us this is the search. So, if we click on this toolbar icon, boom, the search will open up. All right. Let's go and search for something. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put in one or more words, and the search will look through the entire book and find all of the exact matches. Okay, so this means that electric is going to give a different result than electrical. Even though electric is inside of electrical, it's not going to be the exact same search because the search utility is going to look for the exact word. So it's a little bit different than the query fields we've seen in the index and the favorites. This is an exact word match. So we just need to be very careful with there, and we may have to try a couple of different searches to find the line items that we're looking for. Let's do an example here. Let's stick with something we've seen before. Let's do cove base. If we notice here, when we type, we're going to see the search utilities kind of show us some of the different counts. How many items, approximate items, have that word in there. So we can see cove had 36 and base had 1128. If we get results button now, we'll cross-reference those two, kind of like an AND search, and it was all the line items that have both cove and base in them. So we know there'll be no more than 36. In this case, there's 28. And in the results set panel, we can see the list. So we can click on any of those. We can use the up and down arrow key if we want to. What we can also do is go, well, 28 is just too many results. Let's go and refine our list. So we could add vinyl. And notice as we're typing here, we can see the word vinyl popping up there. It can help us spell. It can see the different words there. So we could look for words that had more results, more counts than other words that are similar, and that'll give us better results probably. So we can get results, and this will drop us down to 12 results. And we can see them here. We also come in here and continue to refine, and let's do 4 inches. Get results, and now we're down to about the 3 in the book, and we could probably get through that list. So if you noticed how I used the search here, I started broad, and then I added words to the list to reduce our result set. If we start too refined, have too many words in here at the beginning, we may miss the line items we're looking for. So if we start broad and then narrow in our results, we might have better luck. Just an option. And then again, we can look through our counts and see 4-inch will give us more results than some of these other results, and so that might help us get where we want. All right? How do we get to one of these line items in the book? Again, we can click on them. We can use our arrow keys to move through the list. This is going to shock you, but we can hit the Enter key on the keyboard to go there. We could double-click on there. We could even use the Line Items button and go to Locate the selected line item in the current pricing guide. This will return us back to our pricing guide with the line item highlighted, and it'll take us right there. Nice, yeah? Now, you remember we have sticky windows, so if we open the search again, it's going to bring us right here, and if we needed a different line item, we could jump to that different line item and go there. If we could have seen this behind there, we could have actually clicked on it, but we're kind of hidden here by this line item. But that allows us some super power to look through our line items and find words. So maybe we couldn't find, we knew there were cipher locks somewhere in RSMeans, but we couldn't find them. What we can do is look for one of these keywords here, like cipher. We can see that there's 4 results, and boom, we can find the cipher lock. Maybe we couldn't find it in our index or couldn't find it in our favorites. If we're going to use this again and again, or we want to, we could then find a line item, get it added to our index, or add it to our favorites and be able to find it again and again. All right? So that's the search. Hopefully that made some sense to you. Hopefully we're giving you more and more tools to search through the guide so you can get to the line items that you want as efficiently as possible. See our other training videos, or give us a call if you need any help at all. Thanks, and have a great day.